Hey guys, so back in my car. Today I wanted to talk about building courage, especially when you may not be naturally confident or extroverted or outgoing. So like for me when I was younger, sorry if there's like food in my mouth, I was just eating a sandwich. I'm so hungry for some reason. Well, I guess more hungry than usual. I'm always hungry. But anyways, I think when, like, for example, me, I was always like a very timid child and very shy, and I didn't really feel like I had a lot of courage in a lot of ways. I mean, I did. It was like really weird, but it was particularly around people. Like, I had a lot of courage in the sense that I would do activities that like outside, or like flipping on the swing set and stuff like that. Like, I would have courage when it came to activities and stuff, or like I would stand up to bullies if other people were being bullied, but I didn't ever stand up for myself when people would bully me in middle school, high school, and elementary school. Well, not really so much in elementary school. I didn't really get bullied too much. And I also just didn't like speak up a lot of times because I was afraid that people would judge me, and I just kind of kept to myself. And as I got older, I developed more courage, and I think it comes with confidence. I think when you develop more confidence in yourself, and the way that I developed confidence, and you know, I've talked about this a lot of times on my channel, is telling yourself that you're good enough just as you are, and also doing things to build competence. So for example, when it comes to delivering a speech or something, I felt so much more confident when I knew the information that I was talking about, and I think that's the case for most people. Some people can just kind of go up there and perform even if they don't know anything about something, about like a particular topic, but that's just not really me. I feel like I need to know what I'm talking about to really feel confident and have the courage to do it. And I think even just deciding for yourself, and this is not just like a one-time thing, or at least it wasn't for me, is deciding that you are enough. And you know, sure, you always want to develop and change for the better, and you always want to work on yourself, but when you realize that the way you are, I guess just fundamentally, is worthy of love, you're worthy of acceptance, all of those things. And people have different backgrounds. I've talked about this before, but depending on what country you live in, and maybe what religious background, or you know, the color of your skin, or maybe even being a woman, certain factors can make this a lot harder to be courageous. But I think it's like, for some people, just doing the little things of going out there, and for people that wear makeup, putting on like a bold lip can be a way of just kind of showing, hey, I'm doing a small step. Or even if it's not as superficial, like talking to someone that you feel like is so much, I don't know if you guys experience this, but like I know, for example, my sister, she struggled with kind of feeling like people were above her, and she felt as if she was beneath other people, and felt like she couldn't talk to certain people or like interact with certain people because she wasn't good enough. And for her, just building up the courage to realize that she's just as good, and maybe, I mean, everybody's different, and maybe not just as good is the best word, but everybody's worthy as a human being of love, and to feel like, to be acknowledged. And obviously there's some bad people out there, and there could be an argument that those people don't really deserve that kind of stuff. I don't really know the answer to that, but I just know that fundamentally, as human beings and just creatures on this planet, I believe that everybody's equal. You know, there could be like different classes or standards for people, but at the end of the day, if you strip back all of those things, we're left with, well, I think we're left with a soul. But even if we look at a biological standpoint, you strip back our skin and you take away all of those distinctions, for the most part our skeletons are going to look the same. Obviously it's different for men and women in certain factors, but I think you guys understand my point. It's realizing that you're really no different than anybody else. I mean, you are different, you have differences from people, but if you set those things aside and you realize that everybody struggles with things, and some people are better at hiding it, and some people have developed more courage or confidence, and you know, some people have disorders where they don't really feel certain things, and so I always feel like I don't really make sense in my videos, but hopefully this makes sense. I think there's something that changes when you just realize that courage doesn't have to be, for example, saving someone from a burning building. It doesn't have to be this huge, lofty situation that you display courage. It could be simply just interacting with people. And for some people, it's just getting out of bed in the morning, putting that first foot down off your bed onto the floor, and just even getting out the door. I know, as someone who has dealt with depression, that was, at moments, that was kind of, and it sounds stupid or silly, but that was sometimes the hardest thing for me to do, was even to get up. And it does take courage, and everybody has a different threshold. Even though we are the same in many ways, we all have different journeys and different backgrounds and situations. So I guess my point of this video, in this video, is just to say that realizing that other people are struggling, and I know that this stuff is kind of like common sense, but common sense is not always common practice, and we forget that even the people that we idolize or we set on a pedestal, these people are human beings, or, you know, whatever they are. They are creatures on this planet, and they have flaws, they have insecurities, they have struggles, and sometimes you need to ask for help from people, and that can also be a level of courage, because oftentimes we have so much pride in ourselves or our situation that we feel like if we ask for help, that shows weakness, or if we cry, that shows weakness, or that's not courageous. But I think putting yourself out there, interacting with people, doing things that scare you, building competence and building confidence, these things lead to courage. And so I hope this video, I know this video is kind of short, you guys see that I basically wear, oh, I didn't even notice this thing was out. Oh, gross. I mean, not gross, but do I have it on this side? Anyways, I wear like the same thing all the time. I don't really have too many clothes. And my bangs are up because I think I'm gonna grow them out. And I hope not too many people are sad about that, but I'm getting sick of them. My bangs go in cycles. Also, tonight at 7 p.m., I think it's either 7 p.m. or, yeah, I think it's 7. It might be 7:30, I'm pretty sure it's 7 p.m. Eastern time. I'm going to be interviewing Stephanie Douglas, who is a fellow YouTuber, and I think she has an incredible channel. I'll link her channel in the comments, in the description. If you guys aren't already subscribed, you should definitely subscribe to her and show her some support. And yeah, and I'm also going to be doing an interview tomorrow. And I guess we'll figure out all of that, but I hope you guys are having an amazing day, and I will see you in my next video. And yeah, so I hope things get better. I'm still in the bad living situation, but I have to realize that people have it way worse than me, and just having a car, having a full-time job, having these luxuries that I take for granted, having both my parents still alive, those are things that people don't have, some people don't have, and I need to realize how I need to be more grateful about those kind of things. So, alright, I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.